Hey now, it's one of the greatest thrills of my life. Standing here with Jim Koch, founder, CEO, Muckety Muck, Boston Beer Company, Sam Adams. Thank you so much for taking the time.
We got brewer.
Brewer and Patriot,
Somebody's
damn it.
got to make the beer.
Yes, he is. He's really, a titan of the industry. I appreciate you taking some time to meet with us, and we'll interview you. But first, this is actually my second time meeting you. The first, and it might jog a memory. So, my family and I went to Ojai for Christmas, which is in California, and they had some chocolate Bach left from 2010, whenever it came out the first time. Amazing.
Yeah, like 08, but you come from a good family.
Obviously. I do, yes. So we got some, because I have a buddy, Ryan, who runs a bar in LA called the Surly Goat. So I grabbed this for him. I walk into his bar one day during the day, walk in to hand him a chocolate Bach, standing there, and I go, "There's Jim Koch. You were sitting at the bar as I randomly brought my friend a chocolate Bach on a day."
Oh.
And it looked so set up.
I remember. He opened the bar for us.
Yes.
There was nobody else.
Exactly, and you had the Sink the Bismarck and
that's exactly right.
So,
that's right. I do remember that. I was sober.
You were sober then, so finally we got a sober Jim. But so this is for me, it's a thrill to do it, and I love what you do. We're standing here at the Long Shot, the competition brunch. Tell us how that got started, the genesis of the competition, and sort of its roots.
Yeah, I mean, it grew out of my roots in home brewing. I made the first batches of Sam Adams in my kitchen, so I know that there are great home brews out there.
Right.
And some of the best brewers in this country are in fact home brewers. So we just wanted to, find, discover, and release to the public some of those great beers that home brewers are brewing today.
Right, it's really showcasing. I mean, the Boston Lager, you won, a gold the first time out at the Great American Beer Festival?
The first, actually, for 4 years running, we got the top honors from it. So that was helpful. And now there's a lot of great beers.
And that was a homebrew recipe as well? Or
well, by that time it was commercial.
Right.
And the recipe was originally from my great-great-grandfather's brewery, but my first test batches were as homebrew.
It's amazing. And if you look back, it must be amazing just to see where it's all gone from homebrewer to this. Does that ever sink in? Are you ever able to step outside of Jim Koch and look at wow, what is going on here?
I do, but honestly, I'm not that interested in the past. What excites me is about the future.
Yes.
And what hasn't been done yet.
Right.
Yes, there's been some extraordinary things done in craft brewing, but what I'm excited about is all the really cool things that we haven't yet done.
I know, it's and what's interesting is beer's been around for so long, but it's almost like it's a whole new frontier that's going on now. So many things that are yet to be discovered or even constantly being innovated. I was just trying your barrel room series.
Yep.
And obviously Utopias just came out recently and things like that. Is that a conscious effort to always be innovating and staying ahead of the curve?
Yeah, well, when Sam Adams Boston Lager came out, that was a revolutionary beer. Nobody had ever had a beer like that. A lager with that kind of flavor complexity, reintroducing the United States to noble hops. Those were all very radical, revolutionary things. I wouldn't have named my beer Sam Adams if I didn't think revolutionary things were really cool, and I don't want to stop.
Yes.
We've been innovating, creating new beers, pushing the boundaries, creating new brewing techniques. That's what I get up every day to do. I'd get bored if I had to do the same old.
Right, and that's what's cool about this brewing. And you used a German term in your speech today, which I thought was so great, and I would try to pronounce it, but
Gemütlichkeit.
We're gonna have to do a Chiron of how the hell you spell that. But explain
Don't
that
ask
term.
me to spell it. Gemütlichkeit is this wonderful German term. There's no direct English translation, but I think of it as the warm, cozy friendliness of beer. Just that wonderful feeling you get drinking beer with other people who share your passions, your community, your enjoyment of life.
Right.
And that's really what a brewer makes. I mean, yes, I make this liquid, we put it in bottles, we put it in kegs, but really the product I'm most proud of is the community, the fellowship, the pleasure that my beer creates.
Yeah, and I love that word. And you know, a lot of people look at where the internet's going and Facebook and things like that, and they think, oh, we're getting less connected as a people. But when you look at terms like Facebook community or connecting on Facebook, you realize people actually have a hunger for community, and I think that's exactly what beer is. It's people coming together, community within that. Craft brewers love each other. We love to taste each other's beers and things like that. And I love this competition and being a part of this and just seeing what you guys are doing to bring people together. It's really neat. And then the last thing I want to talk about, this glass. We did a show, I do a Beer 101, it's called Craft Beer Class, and I talked about this glass as being what I honestly believe is the best glass for beer out there. And I know you worked really hard, and I need to talk a little bit about that process. Like, where did that come to you? And
Yeah, the idea came from actually a friend of mine who is a master of wine. And what I realized is, you know, if you're going to drink a good wine, everybody wants to have the proper glass for it.
And everybody recognizes that in the wine community.
Yeah, and frankly, I thought it was more of winemakers' BS. But he said, no, it's really true. The design of the glass can either enhance or detract from the experience of that particular wine.
Right.
So I realized if it's true for wine, it has to be true for beer. It goes into the same mouth, has the same sensory organs and experience. It's obviously a different liquid, so I set about developing the best glass shape to enhance the flavor of Boston Lager and big, balanced, complex beers in general. And we brought in two PhDs in sensory science, one in materials engineering, and a bunch of our brewers. It took a year of experiment, drink, design, drink. And out of that, we created the Samuel Adams glass. And I'm hoping that it creates the same kind of awareness of the importance of glass design, and that a glass should not be for marketing, it should be to enhance the flavor of the beer.
I agree 100%, and I think a lot of brewers are starting to get that with the whole idea. It's not about the shaker pints anymore. Yes, they're easy to stack, but we can do better. And in terms of enhancing the image of craft beer, if you see that from across the room, you automatically, whether you've tasted the beer or not, you think of beer differently.
Yes.
And you guys do this. You change perceptions. You know, you create wonderful products, and I really appreciate that. I appreciate your time, and I really wish you well in the competition and all that you do, sir.
Oh, well, thank you.
Absolute pleasure.
And you didn't keep me from drinking. This was great.